America has tried to change, has tried to influence over the last few decades, but it's not really worked out well for any of the countries who have tried to occupy Afghanistan. We are, of course, in India, are worried about, the changes that Donald Trump is trying to effectuate because of these tariffs. We are also trying to shed light on some of the things that America wanted this way, but they happened that way.
Well, I served in Afghanistan with the International Security and Assistance Force, so I saw the disaster firsthand. I think the withdrawal itself was a reminder that military power doesn't ever really substitute for political legitimacy. As the professor said, we were played by fools by the ISI. But once Washington decided to leave Afghanistan, the Afghan state collapsed like a house of cards because it was never really instituted in Afghan political solutions. So the exit was less about one single bad decision, and it was more about 20 years of just drifting strategy. So after defeating Al-Qaeda in 2001, the mission shifted to counterinsurgency. There was occasionally some counter-narcotics in there, and then it was an attempt at nation building without any clear political strategy. And we saw that repeated across all the presidents that you just quoted. So from Bush Jr. through to Obama, through to Trump, we've had this weather vaning approach to Afghanistan, combined with a real failure to understand the environment we were operating in and the people that we were trying to influence. The government in Kabul never had any credibility with the rural Afghans down in Helmand, where I served. The Afghans saw themselves first as members of their tribe and family, second as Muslims, and then thirdly, maybe as Afghans if it meant they could get some money out of the concept. So we were blundering, not really knowing what we were doing, and that's completely reflected in the political strategy that we saw across 20 years of military operations. And now today, Afghanistan is at risk of becoming a terror sanctuary once more. ISIS Khorasan, they're trying to outflank the Taliban with these spectacular attacks. Pakistan's intelligence services still see Afghanistan as their strategic depth in many ways. There is still safe haven to groups in those areas of the border region between Afghanistan and Pakistan, who are absolutely looking at targeting India. And I think for New Delhi, this is far more than a distant problem. It directly affects Kashmir, it directly affects Indian national security. And it's effectively re-energized the entire jihadi ecosystem in the region, the way the withdrawal was done. So, much as I would have liked to have served in a war that was a success, I fully agree that it was a full catastrophe.
Andrew, what do you think? How did the war that America fought so hard for and spent billions and dollars on,